I was skeptical about this one. I mean, I've seen a lot of pre-built gaming PCs over the years, and most of them either cut corners on cooling or stuff the case so full of RGB fans that your actual gaming performance takes a backseat. But when I got my hands on the CYBERPOWERPC Gamer Xtreme VR Gaming PC, something felt different right away. It wasn't just the sleek tempered glass side panel or the way the RGB lighting pulsed in time with the boot-up sequence. It was the silence. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I built my first gaming rig back in 2008. It was loud, it ran hot, and I spent more time reseating graphics cards than actually gaming. Fast forward to today, and I've got a 14th Gen Intel Core i9-14900KF running at 3.2 GHz under the hood of this machine. That's not just a spec sheet number, it's raw power. I ran Cinebench R23 just to see what it could do, and the score came back higher than any pre-built I've tested in the last 2 years. Then I fired up Cyberpunk 2077 on ultra settings with RT Overdrive, and it didn't even blink. The RTX 4070 Super with 12GB VRAM handled it at 1440p with DLSS 3 enabled, and the frame rate stayed locked around 90 FPS. That's the kind of performance you usually only get from custom builds that cost twice as much. What really surprised me was the cooling setup. Most pre-builts use air coolers that sound like jet engines after 5 minutes of load. This one comes with a liquid cooler already mounted on the CPU. I ran a stress test for 30 minutes straight, and the CPU temp never went above 72 degrees Celsius. The fans stayed quiet, and the RGB lighting on the pump head just added a subtle glow instead of screaming for attention. The tempered glass side panel lets you see all of that, which makes the whole system feel premium without being obnoxious. Storage is another area where this machine shines. It comes with a 2TB PCIe Gen 4 SSD. I copied over my entire Steam library, about 1.2 terabytes of games, and the transfer speed hit around 3,500 megabytes per second. Games like Starfield and Alan Wake 2 load in under 15 seconds. If you're still using a hard drive or an older SSD, the difference is night and day. You'll spend less time waiting and more time playing. Connectivity is solid too. It's got built-in Wi-Fi 6E, so I streamed a 4K Twitch session without a single dropout. There are plenty of USB ports up front for controllers, headsets, and VR gear, and the front panel even includes a USB-C port for fast charging. If you're into VR, the system is VR ready out of the box, which saves you the hassle of checking compatibility lists. The 32GB of DDR5 RAM is overkill for most games right now, but it future-proofs the system. I had Chrome running with 20 tabs, Discord, OBS, and a game in the background, and the system barely broke a sweat. If you're into content creation or heavy multitasking, this amount of RAM gives you breathing room. Now, I'll be honest, no system is perfect. The case is big and heavy, so if you're tight on desk space, you'll need to measure first. Also, the RGB lighting is customizable, but the software can be a little finicky. It took me a few tries to get the colors and effects exactly how I wanted them. But once it's set up, it looks great. Overall, this CYBERPOWERPC Gamer Xtreme VR Gaming PC delivers where it counts: performance, cooling, and storage. It's not the cheapest pre-built out there, but it's priced fairly for what you get. If you want a machine that can handle modern games at high settings without melting your desk, this one's worth a serious look. You'll find the link below if you want to check it out.